Hi, my name is... Okay, Ladybug. Start off the video with a ladybug on me. Hi, my name is Keith and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man, and I'm going to be teaching you about 5 of the best beginner crystals to start off with. And I got visited by a cute little ladybug here. It's a black one with 2 dots on it, which is pretty cool. I'm on the beach, so it's kind of uncommon for ladybugs just be flying around on the beach. It's a quiet day, so it's a nice day to teach this lesson. It is spring break on Fort Lauderdale Beach, so if you see any kids walk up behind me, then we'll have some features in this video, or I'll just edit it out. Or actually, I don't edit things out. I'm just doing this straight off the bat. But today I'm going to talk to you about the 5 crystals. That's the easiest crystals to start off with. These are the 5 crystals that everyone should be starting off with, in my opinion. Or some of you just don't know what crystals to start off with because they're all pretty cool and you don't know where to begin. So this whole video is just going to talk about these 5 crystals. I don't even know what these 5 crystals are because I'm just going to, well, I don't rehearse my videos. They come straight from my brain, straight from my intuition. So the first one, and straight to what my guides passed me, because I don't really know what I'm going to be talking about until I hit the red button, which is now. So the first one's clear quartz. This is my first crystal. It's one of the most important crystals ever. If you don't know what crystal to start off with clear quartz, because clear quartz is literally every crystal, essentially. It has the power, and it's basically, you can go with every single chakra. It has the power to be any crystal with enough intention put into it. Clear quartz is a wonderful crystal because, like I said, it could be any crystal and it clears the blockages of each and every chakra, and it's a good place for you guys to start out. It's not overly complicated. There's nothing too much to clear quartz. It's simple. Maybe that's one of the easiest ways. It's on its own, it's wonderful. When paired with other crystals, it's even better because it enhances the qualities of all the other crystals. That's why I started an amplification series on my website. It's one of my first true series where I just have almost a whole bunch of crystals just all next to and in between clear quartz. The thing is, when you have clear quartz and whatever is next to it, it's being enhanced. So if you have, let's say, amethyst in clear quartz. So your first crystal was clear quartz and your second crystal is amethyst. Now, you're not only just familiar with the properties of clear quartz, a lot of clear quartzes have slower energies. You can program to be faster, but just program. A good way to use clear quartz is to use clear quartz for manifestation. Use clear quartz to just start off and just understand the energies of crystals. Don't overthink it. So if you pair clear quartz with amethyst, for example, now you have amethyst times 3. Whatever what energies we're doing, it's now enhanced. It's the enhancer. It's the master healer. It's the master gemstone because it can do anything and everything. But it really depends on your intention and you making your intention clear and you just being 100% focused with your intention. And keep in mind, clear quartz, and like, the reason I don't wear my necklaces on the video is because this is clear quartz, but the thing with clear quartz, when you focus it, it's like a magnifying glass. So you focus it on a piece of paper. That's why I took it off, because in this video, if I'm wearing the clear quartz in the sun, it's gonna focus a little center of just heat on my chest, and it'll start burning me. So that's how amazing clear quartz is to help you focus. It literally does everything. It helps you slow down, it helps you focus, it helps you unblock yourself. That's clear quartz. It should be everyone's first. I'll talk about that one more than I talk about any other crystals because clear quartz is one of the most necessary ones. It's good for everything. Everything that has to do with spirituality, every chakra, every just energy center, just helping you get going. It'll help you understand, have a good foundation for crystals. The next one's hematite. I'm a big fan of hematite because I like to start at the root. So some people like to start with the craziest, just otherworldly chakras, like, oh, I want to start with moldavite. I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. Just get completely ungrounded, get completely confused, not really know what you're doing, and you're not supposed to get yourself moldavite. You're not supposed to have, you're supposed to have someone gift it to you, but if that's your first crystal, you're going to get kind of thrown up, completely ungrounded. Messed up is a good way to say it. You're going to get messed up if you start off with moldavite. That's probably the 3 crystals that, one of the top 3 crystals that people should never use is moldavite. But start off with clear quartz. Now that you have your clear quartz, for example, match it with hematite. Hematite is just an energy, it speeds energy up. If you have too much energy and it's not really doing much for you, slow down. Just, if you're clear, it helps you slow down, is the better way to say it. I'm watching all these people pace in front of me. So hematite will help you slow down, but the thing is, if you have too much energy and it's not going in the right places and you're not really being focused, it's going to help you align your energy. So let's just say this is your energetic being, this is you as a person, and you have all this energy around you and it's just crazy. Say you're supposed to do an art project, say you're supposed to do some kind of project, right? But you have so much energy around you, it's just absolutely crazy. You can't focus, you can't just get the project done. You can't focus on the painting, you can't focus on maybe ceramics, and now you're just all over the place and you're not completing it. Maybe you're starting it, not finishing it. Maybe when you start it, it's just ending up being completely crazy. But hematite takes some of those energies back into the earth. Not necessarily strips you of energies, it just puts it in a place for reserve, for you to better utilize those energies. It's that simple. Hematite pretty much does everything. Like, I'm not going to say it's similar to clear quartz because it's not, but it starts at the root chakra. You want to start with a crystal that starts at the energy that we start at, which is the root. We start from the ground. Most people who have problems with like sleep or just different anxieties or just troubles like that, hematite mostly helps everything just because it starts at the root. You can't have a healthy tree if the root is sickly. You can't have a giant tree if there's no roots underneath. So if you're someone who's going through life and you have no roots, you're going to be completely disassociated. You're going to be completely distracted. You're going to be, speaking of completely distracted, I'm not completely distracted. I'm just focused on a bunch of people in front of me. Just because sometimes people try to get in the videos, so just making sure that doesn't happen. But for people who are completely distracted, hematite, and I've seen this, someone got hematite from me in the gym and they were just bouncing around like woo, and they're just completely absolutely crazy. And when they got hematite, they're like, I don't know if I believe in this crystal, or I don't know if I believe in this crystal stuff, but I don't know, I can't put my tongue on it. I can't name what the change I'm feeling is. And I'm like, it's the hematite. It's helping you ground any extra energies you have. It's helping you subtract anything that's not supposed to be in your energetic field or aura. It strengthens your mind. It helps you have discipline and focus, and just, it's really the stone of the warriors. People who don't even believe about hematite on a spiritual scale, the Romans use it on a physical scale because it's an Fe3O2, which is an iron oxide. It's basically like a pre-workout, but it's not a pre-workout. It's kind of like energy enhancer and energy subtractor. It's the perfect math for spirituality. So the third crystal that I'm going to get to is amethyst. Now that you got your hematite, and I've seen some random crazy things online. People are like, oh, I got my amethyst, and when I first started out with amethyst, I had a spiritual awakening that was so scary that I completely ungrounded me. No, the amethyst is not there to do anything negative. The amethyst is to clean up anything that's there. It'll show you some of what's going on. It'll kind of like the clear quartz, emphasize it in a way so it shows you where you're at in your spiritual awakening, but it doesn't do anything crazy. So amethyst is a very calming stone. It's a very centering stone. I'm not going to say it's grounding. I mean, there's dark amethyst, but I would not say that's particularly grounding, even though the effects of it's kind of grounding. But, and thank God, some of the people walked away. I do these videos on the beach because it's so beautiful, but people will walk up and just start playing ball next to me, and I'll have to redo the video. But this is going to be a good one because I love talking about these 5 crystals. But amethyst is just very calming for the mind. Kings would put it in their crowns for a reason. Amethyst is just wonderful because it helps you be where you're supposed to be mentally. Now the 4th crystal, it's just everyone's favorite crystal as well as amethyst, it's rose quartz. So rose quartz, oh, rose quartz. When people see a pink crystal, oh, I recognize that, oh, that's the rose quartz. I'm like, oh yeah, it's kunzite. I'm kidding. Well, sometimes it's kunzite and they guess it's rose quartz, but everyone just identifies every pink crystal as rose quartz, which is a good job. It's one of the easiest crystals ever. Just making sure the ladybug flew away, but rose quartz is very calming as well. It's nurturing. Most of you have problems with the heart chakra because we live in a society where people are just free-forming love. Like, it's just turned into something else. People are abusing lust, and they're just completely taking love as the wrong thing. They're not teaching it right in schools. They're not teaching it right anywhere. So when people pick up a rose quartz, they're like, oh, I don't know why I feel so good with it. I don't know if I believe in this crystal, but it just makes me feel so good. I'm like, well, that's the crystal working. So, because it's undoing damage that society has caused to you, and it's very uncomplicated. But with a crystal like rose quartz, you can pair it with amethyst because it's a good protection for the love and the self-love and the nourishing of the heart chakra. Rose quartz is not a defensive stone at all. It'll crack and break if it has to try to defend you. That means something that was supposed to really break your heart broke the rose quartz instead, and now you have no protection. When people's crystal breaks, they're like, oh, okay, the crystal did its job, now the job is up. Means your protection has been shattered. When your shield breaks and cracks and falls on the ground, you're like, the shield did its job. Nope. Well, yeah, it did its job, but now you need another shield because the next time someone throws something at you, yeah, pretty much. But that's clear quartz, amethyst, no. Clear quartz, and remember how I said in the start of this video, I'm just going to give you the 5 crystals based on intuition. So clear quartz, hematite, amethyst, rose quartz, and the 5th one's black tourmaline. Why do I have you guys start off with black tourmaline? It's a complicated stone, but it's necessary. You have to learn its energies because it's the ultimate defender. It stops all dark energy, all black magic, all things that people are sending to you. It stops. Like, it flat out puts an end to it. It might be more to take care of. People are like, I got black tourmaline and it broke. And I'm like, okay, because you never cleansed and charged it. You never cleansed your tourmaline. You never did anything to upkeep. You have to cleanse and charge it every single day. You can use selenite, but black tourmaline absolutely loves sunlight. It soaks up the sunlight and it uses it for an additional protection for you. I love black tourmaline. I'm going to have a whole belt or even maybe just like a tail of black tourmaline. Funny thing is, I don't even care how weird I might come off to some people, but I told someone, I think I'm going to make a tail for myself. Just like a tail of crystals. Like, kind of like something swinging around so the attachments are cut and they're just like, I'm like, okay, this person doesn't, never mind. Wrong person to tell. I don't know. When you think differently, you have different ideas. It's just how it is. And I better not see people start walking around with tails just because I said that, but the thing is, black tourmaline is a very good crystal to start off with. It's not the easiest crystal to keep up with. Just cleanse, charge it, and put your intentions into it. It's going to save you from pretty much almost everything that you don't have to be dealing with. Black tourmaline's there as a super shield, as a super wall, as a super defender. Maybe I'll make a video of 5 crystals you should never start off with. Ooh, that's my next topic. You can't, an opposite crystal you should start off with is onyx. I'm not going to get into that in this video, but it can be viewed as the nightmare stone if you get it from the wrong person, like thrift shop. It can hold the worst of memories from someone else, and it's just going to transfer over to you because it's a good database chip. But we're talking about black tourmaline right now because it's one of the best necessary crystals to start off with. I don't think you cannot start off with black tourmaline. It's one of the most powerful crystals. And can you wear all these 5 crystals together? Yeah, you can. They're all going to do their jobs just working together. You can absolutely wear all these crystals together. So I made this video pretty easy. I'm going to start doing more what's it called? Beginner videos. It's not boring to me at all because I know that because I can't be teaching videos that are just top tier knowledge and then someone who's trying to learn crystals comes along and finds out and like, oh, I don't know where to start. So I'm going to remake these videos every now and then. So these are the 5 best crystals you can start off with because I don't want to overwhelm you guys. So the first crystal is clear quartz because it's an enhancer. It does almost everything. It's literally a crystal that can be paired with other crystals, enhance their properties. Then you have hematite. It's the warrior stone. It starts at the root. It's the root chakra. It just basically helps you get your energy. You can pair that with clear quartz and now you have extra energy going in the right places, not just too much energy just flying around. Then you have amethyst. So yeah, kings wore amethyst. Priests had amethyst. They would put the amethyst in their cups. So it's good for breaking bad habits. Remember, it's of the mind. It's protecting your mind. It's making sure your mind is right. Amethyst literally means, it translates to be sober. You can put, priests would put it in their alcohol when they have the wine to get rid of the unholy effects of the alcohol. Because yeah, that's possible to do that, but no one's really teaching that anymore, huh? You can overwhelm the amethyst, but don't go trying that. Then we have the rose quartz. Undo the society's damage of love to you. It really helps you feel good. It makes you feel better. And then we have the 5th one is, I didn't forget it, rose quartz. Oh, it's black tourmaline. I thought about not even suggesting black tourmaline. I'm like, this is not a good crystal to suggest, but it's so necessary that how do I not tell people to start off with black tourmaline? Like, it's the most protective crystal. People see the most change when they use the black tourmaline, and it does the most for them. So we have clear quartz, hematite, amethyst, rose quartz, and black tourmaline. These are the 5 best crystals you can ever start off with. make sure you cleanse and charge them every day. I made a video about how to use the crystals before this video, so if you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. But until then, I will see you guys next time. Ciao!